Hey, this is the Legless Amputee Beauty author Kathy Holmes coming to you this afternoon. It's about 3:15, and I just wanted to come to you for a minute. Someone asked me a question: how did you know that when did you know that you were still beautiful without legs? Well, I learned that beauty comes from within. Beauty is not on the outside. Yes, physically we're beautiful, but true beauty comes from within and it shows on the outside. And I figured it out that my legs did not define me. My legs did not make me a better woman, because as a matter of fact, when I had legs, I used to have a very low self-esteem. I had no self-confidence, didn't know my self-worth. I was someone can tell me, well, you can't do this or you can't do that, and I would stop doing it just like that. There's an incident where when I taught myself how to bake cakes in 2003, and I was going to start selling them, and I told the older woman that I was going to sell them, and she asked me for how much, and I said for $28, and she told me, these are when I had legs. And she told me, not going to want to buy those for $28. And I stopped instantly. If somebody could easily tell me what I couldn't do, and I wouldn't do it because they said I couldn't do it. But when I lost my legs, it actually made me a better person. I began to know my self-worth. It took a lot of praying. It took a lot of me reading the Bible. I had to put all my trust in God, and I asked Him to show me myself through His eyes. Everybody always said, you're still beautiful, you're still beautiful, you're still beautiful. But I had to realize that beauty came from within. So I asked God to show me how to love myself from within, so it would show on the outside, and I can see it on the outside. I can't give you a timeline when I figured it out or when I got it, but I got it. And I know true beauty comes within, because you can see the most beautiful person in the world and they can have a very nasty attitude, and it will make them very ugly on the inside. On the outside, it would show. So I knew that my legs did not define me. My legs does not make me a better woman. So without legs made me a better woman, believe it or not, because I'm doing stuff that I wouldn't do when I had legs, because all they had to do was talk me out of it, and I just didn't do it. So my legs did not define me. To answer that person question on YouTube, when did I find out that I was still beautiful? It wasn't when I had legs. It was when I lost my legs, but it took a couple of years. It took a lot of years. It wasn't until I moved to North Carolina when I started working on myself. I started working on my self-esteem, and I started doing things that I love to do. I love to bake, so I turned it into a business. I love wigs, so I turned it into a business. I like to write, so I started writing books, and I became an author. I like to sing, so I recorded a gospel CD in Raleigh, North Carolina. So I did everything that I love to do, and then I prayed and asked God to give me confidence, and He gave me a confidence, like I told you, I cannot even explain it. So if you have any questions or anything else you would like to ask me, just ask. I am very transparent, and I will answer your question. One thing we have to remember is my legs did not make me a better person. When I lost my legs, it made me a better person. When I lost my legs, that's when I knew my worth. When I lost my legs, that's when I got some self-confidence. When I lost my legs, that's when I knew that I was beautiful a couple of years after. It wasn't until I had this tragedy that a lot of good things began to happen for me. So this is the Legless Amputee Beauty. I'm signing off. Author Kathy Holmes. Hit the little red button and subscribe to my videos, and ask me any questions that you want, because I'm very transparent. I have nothing to hide. Order my book, From Tragedy to Triumph. I lost my legs to recover my life. The links are right under the video. Read my blogs, Free to Speak Freely. Buy my CD, for a CD, baby, my testimony. And like I always say, I love you once, I love you twice, I love you 3 times. And There's nothing you can do about it. This is your girl, the Legless Amputee Beauty. And follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you want an autographed copy, I can send you an invoice. You let me know, and I'll get that, sign it, and get it to you. But if you want to, I have it on Kindle on Amazon, and you can buy it off Amazon. So this is your girl, Kathy, the Legless Amputee Beauty, author Kathy Holmes. I'm signing off. Gotta go, y'all.